Data here. Today I decided I would shoot the proverbial gear video. This one really is mostly for my own record because this is basically everything I'm going to be taking out on the Appalachian Trail for my second section hike, which will go from Blue Ridge Gap to Allen Gap, about 200 miles, and it starts tomorrow. And I didn't make a gear video for my first hike. I've changed a lot of things, and so I kind of want a record to see what I changed between now and the next hike, perhaps. So I'm going to try to be kind of quick about this. I'm going to be carrying all of this stuff in an REI Flash 55 pack. I've taken the brain, the little bag that fits on top of it, off, but other than that, it's pretty much stock. I'll go through my big three first, I guess. My sleep system will be that blue Nemo Disco 30 sleeping bag up at the top with an inflatable Sea to Summit pillow. It's peeking out of it there. And then the rolled up 8-inch foam mat from Outdoor Vitals goes underneath that sleeping bag and underneath the inflatable mat to keep me up off the ground and insulate me a little bit. The blue folded up object below that is the inflatable sleeping mat from REI called a Helix. Next to that is my new Durston X Mid 2 Solid and its tent stakes. This is a trekking pole tent, so I don't have to carry tent poles. It takes 2 pounds out of my backpack load as compared to my first trip. Next to that, the 2 pieces of clear plastic are neoprene waterproof liners. The sleeping bag will go in one, and the tent and some other things will go in the other, along with my clothes. I have an orange bandana on a carabiner that I'll wear on the outside of the pack, and on the other side of the other shoulder strap I'll wear that Garmin InReach that allows me to stay in communication with people while I'm out on trail. Moving down below, my sleepwear. I'm wearing some Columbia shorts, a long sleeve smart wool top. I have some alpaca fuzzy socks with the stripes on them there. And in case it gets a little chilly at night, I have some soft, I think they're Outdoor Vitals, but I'm not sure about, might be Outdoor Research gloves, a little beanie, and a mask in case there's a lot of light. Also, somewhere else in the kit I have some earplugs. And all of that sleepwear will go in the waterproof blue Sea to Summit bag right there to keep it dry for when I want in the evening. Next are my camp shoes, which are from Hoka. They're called Orca 3s. They're called recovery shoes because they're really thick and have foam padding on them. They're a little bit larger than my normal shoes would have been, so my feet have room to relax in the evenings and heal a little bit. Next to that are my spare pair of darn tough hiking socks in case something happens to the primary pair. Above that are my Dirty Girl gaiters to keep rocks out of my shoes. And I'm going to be wearing REI merino wool underwear. The white sock liners are to help prevent blisters. Above that I'll be wearing the not calf length like the other one, but a boot length darn tough merino wool socks. And then I'll have a pair of cool brown pants that I'll be hiking in that are full length, and a blue sun hoodie from REI. And that's a rain jacket at the top from Frog Togs. Hopefully I won't need that, but I'll have the rain jacket but not the pants with me at the start of this trip. Coming down here we have I have a massage ball, which really does help to massage out the cramps and pains and whatnot in my feet and calves and thighs in the evenings. And a bug net, because I may be late enough that there won't be big bug problems, but I'm not going to risk that because the bugs can be pretty fierce on the AT. And then I have a knee brace, which I haven't had to use yet, but it's pretty lightweight, so I'm taking it in case I want to add some support to my knee at any one point. And I have a pair of buffs. The blue one on the right is for keeping sweat off my brow underneath my cap. And the orange one is a heavier one for if it gets chillier, if I want more protection, or if I want to hike without a cap. The orange one can be pulled almost all the way up over my head. And my cap's not out here. It's from Outdoor Research also. It's a lightweight blue thing. So next to what will I eat? So at the top I have a Dyneema bag from Hilltop Packs, which right now has a 3-day food carry supply in it. And right below that I have a bag for 1 day for the first day. They're all encased in smelly proof bags, which is to help lessen the chance that I'll attract a bear along the way. I don't think that's a big problem, but you know, it's also easy to organize the food. So I have all my food organized in, each day has its own smelly proof bag. Below that I have a MSR cook pot, and inside of it I have a pocket rocket stove and a fuel canister and a scrubby thing to clean up with, and also to keep them from rattling around. And then next to that I have a quick drying larger towel and a collapsible cup and a couple of lighters on top of the Frog Togs bag, which is not completely waterproof but will be good enough to keep my cook stove, my camp kitchen dry. Then I have a collapsible bowl there called a snap fold bowl, which a little flat gray thing folds up into an actual bowl. Next to that there's my Sawyer water filter and my 4 Canuck bags. The one on the right is for collecting water in the wide mouth side of it. The other 2 are a total of 2.75 liters of water carry. So overall, I'll have the ability on this hike to carry 1.25 gallons or 4.75 liters of water in case water scarcity becomes an issue at any point on this trail. Current rain forecast would suggest that I don't really need to worry about that too much. Then moving over to the more personal stuff. This is my poop kit and my urine jar, so I don't have to get on my tent at night if I need to pee, and then some dude wipes and other kind of essentials for personal hygiene. A spare pair of glasses. The flex tail bag contains the thing I use to blow up the air mattress in the evenings. And then I have some other random gear here, like an Anchor battery powered, a 10 amp lithium battery charger, a collapsible brush, a rechargeable headlamp. I have a couple of ties in the orange bag, some wet wipes, and then my basic first aid kit, flex fuel refueling valve, and some ibuprofen and some Aleve. And then a very minimal first aid kit, I have some anti-bug lotion called Keratin, which does a really nice job. And then I have a backup water treatment in jars in the bag, and backup earplugs, and some Neosporin, a few Band-Aids, and some stuff like that. So that looks to be all of the gear. In total, this kit should weigh in fully packed with a 3-day food supply about 27 pounds. Compared to my first trip out with the same backpack but with a bunch of other different gears, that gear weighed 37 pounds the first time around. So that was a big mistake I made the first time around. Taking 10 pounds out should help a lot with making it easier to hike the 200 miles I'm about to go hike. Thanks, and feel free to ask any questions if anybody has them. But again, mainly I created this so that, you know, between now and the next trip I take, if I change some things, I'll get a better idea of what it is I'm ditching and what it is I'm adding in. Have a good day and happy trails.